Hey, yo, happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you're having a great Saturday so far. It's an absolutely beautiful morning, and I hope the rest of your Saturday is great too, because you are amazing. I'm driving this morning, just doing some little errands, got some coffee. You. And I was thinking as I'm driving here about a dream that woke me up this morning. And after my wife's alarm, which I'm not sure why she set at 7 o'clock on Saturday morning. Not sure. But I woke up from this dream, and the dream was my dad, who, ironically, being Father's Day weekend, had this long, extensive dream about my dad. And my dad, we had bought this old car, an old convertible Cadillac, blue, really weird. And there's some guys had shown up at our door and offered to buy it, and I didn't really want to buy it. I didn't really want to sell it because I wanted to go through the process of fixing it up and driving it and enjoying it. But my dad had purchased it for $600, and they were offering him $7,400 for it, and my dad was standing in the living room going like this and sold it. Now, my dad never has done this in his life. He's been gone now 20 years. I'm going on 20 years now, but he's never done that in his life. So, the weird things that work their way into our dreams. But it reminded me as I woke up and was processing, okay, I'm dreaming. It reminded me of a really great experience I had with my dad when I was younger. He maybe between the ages of like 16 and 18. He had purchased this old 64 Oldsmobile convertible, I think Delta 88 or something. And it was a rust bucket when we got it, and it was covered in grease and dirt. And he brought it home, and over the next couple of years, we went through the process, and this is my memory of it, went through the process of I would go up into the barn, he'd give me buckets of kerosene, and I would take the parts off, and I would clean them and put them back in, because I don't know how to fix or do anything mechanical, but I can clean things off. And I went through the seats, the white leather seats that were covered in just muck and dirt from wherever we had purchased it from, and was in there and cleaning them all and cleaning the tires and fixing the roof. And then we took the car down to my dad's friend Duke Demers, who's the man, and Duke went through the process of helping us fix because Duke gets all these old cars and restores them because he's the master of it. And and so he went through the process of helping us fix the rust spots and all the things you do to restore a car. And I'm quite sure at some point, my dad would say, "Hey, Duke, what do you do about this?" And Duke would probably just cover his eyes because we were doing it the Hughes way, and Duke would fix it the right way. We would think, "Man, it's close enough." And so we would go through and fix it. And then it was done, and done-ish, and the body was done, and we were driving around, and mostly me, my sisters and brothers once in a while, but a lot of them were off at college at this point, and mostly me. I got to enjoy it and drive it around, and I remember what a spot that held in my heart. Although I never really said anything to my dad about it, the process of spending that time with him down at Duke's and fixing that car and working on a project with my dad, even though we weren't always necessarily there at the same time working at it together. But the process of working through or on something with my dad was something that I really valued. And then one day I was taking it out of the garage and cut it a little too sharp. I think I was had been imbibing something and put a big old scratch down the side, and Dad decided to sell that car before I could really ruin it. It would be worth nothing. I wish I knew who he sold it to at this point. I would endeavor to buy it back from them and just to have it, because of the memories and the time I got to spend with my dad that I don't get to spend anymore, which is a bummer. And so I wanted to encourage you guys all on this Father's Day weekend. I want to encourage all the dads that the time that your kids get to spend with you working on projects together or on projects separately, on projects that are important to you both, you know, whether they say it or not, it really means a lot to them. And we don't, kids don't always have the wherewithal or the temperament to say, hey, wow, this is really fun, I really value this, Dad. But they value it intrinsically and in a meaningful way that remains with them. So I wanted to encourage you about that, Dad, because, you know, a lot of times we're not sure if we're making a mark, and we're absolutely making a mark on our kids with our presence and our time and our love and our hugs and our squeezes. And I want to encourage you, all you children, to make sure that you're taking up the time that you have available with your dad, because dads aren't here forever. And I wish I had 5 more minutes with my dad. I don't, and I have buckets full and suitcases full and of memories of my dad and all the things we did together. But I want to encourage everyone to just soak up that time, because it's not a forever thing. So I hope that helps you. I hope that encourages you. Get out there today, folks. Gain yards in all you do, and please take care of your mindset, because it matters. I love you. Peace. Happy Father's Day, fellas.